In September 1958, while promoting his first book at a Harlem, New York bookstore, Martin Luther King Jr. was stabbed in the chest by a woman with a letter opener. The woman, a housekeeper named Izola Curry, was quickly restrained by people at the event and held her until police arrived. When authorities came to the scene, they realized how dangerous it was to pull the letter opener out of King's chest and actually carried him to nearby Harlem Hospital, where a meticulous surgery would take place to remove the sharp object and keep the civil rights leader alive. Surgeons successfully removed the blade from King's chest, and the civil rights leader was able to leave the hospital nearly 2 weeks after the attack. Curry, who was reportedly carrying a pistol in her bra, was indicted by a grand jury on attempted murder. Dr. King, however, never pressed charges against her. A psychiatrist diagnosed Curry as a paranoid schizophrenic and was found incapable of understanding the charge against her. She was committed to the Matewan State Hospital for the Criminally Insane in Beacon, New York. After 14 years at Matewan, Curry was transferred to the Manhattan Psychiatric Center on Ward's Island in Upper Manhattan and was eventually moved to a residential care program in Queens. She would remain in the borough until her death in 2015, when she died of natural causes at age 98 in a nursing home. Dr. King may have physically recovered from the attack, which was the first assassination attempt on his life. However, he never emotionally recovered, and it haunted him until his final days. In his final speech, given on April 3, 1968, in Memphis, Tennessee, Dr. King spoke of the attack. "Several years ago, I was in New York City, autographing the first book that I had written. While sitting there autographing books, a black woman came up. The only question I heard from her was, 'Are you Martin Luther King?' And I was looking down writing, and I said, 'Yes.' The next minute, I felt something beating on my chest. Before I knew it, I had been stabbed by this demented woman." The speech, known by King's impassioned ending where he discusses getting to the promised land, would become the final statements in his life. Following the speech, the next day at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Dr. King was assassinated at age 39.
We've got some begin to talk about the threats that what would happen to me from some of our sick white brothers. Well, I don't know what will happen now, but it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Sal Bono.